Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and these are the 20 best features of Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL and some important tips and tricks. By the way guys, Google has scattered the settings all over the place starting with the Oreo update. It put things in places you would never even imagine. At least I didn't. I literally went crazy looking for the active edge settings. I wanted to change the sensitivity. So the thing is, always use the search bar instead of hunting it yourself. That's the fastest way. Now with all that said, let's get started with the best features. The best thing about the Pixel phones is the pure stock Android. This might sound dumb for a feature, but there are a number of phones in the market that offer pure stock Android experience. But none of them even come close to what Google offers. It's just optimized in a different level. And it's super responsive. Last year's Pixel phones are still great, but this year's Pixel phones come with the IP67 water and dust resistance, and that makes a huge difference on a rainy day. Having water resistance just gives you the confidence of using a phone in any weather and in any condition. Next awesome feature about this phone is obviously the cameras. Even this year, Google has nailed it in the camera department. It has received a score of 98 on DxOMark, which is the highest score ever given to a mobile camera. It comes with a 12 megapixel camera on the rear with f1.8 aperture, laser assisted focus and dual pixel autofocus technology. On the front, it has an 8 megapixel camera with f2.4 aperture and 1.4 micron pixel size. Next best feature on this year's Pixel phone is the portrait mode. This year all the brands are after the portrait mode, and every major phone has a dual camera setup specifically to take portrait shots, and Google achieved it with a single camera. It uses dual pixels to measure the depth and delivers us some awesome portrait shots. And to make it even better, Pixel offers portrait mode for the front-facing camera too. But for the front camera, it uses some advanced algorithms. Next we have Google Lens. This feature allows you to search the web based on an image. Once you click this button, it tries to identify the object in the picture and gives you relevant results. As of now, it's still on beta and doesn't work accurately. If the images have text, you get better results. Next we have motion photos. Once you enable this feature, every time you take a picture, the camera also captures 3 seconds of the video and converts it into a GIF. You can play the GIF by long pressing the image. Next we have Active Edge. One of the most highlighting features of the new Pixel phones is the Active Edge. Once you set it up, you can squeeze your phone to trigger Google Assistant. From these settings, you can even change the sensitivity. Seriously guys, this is the best and the fastest way to trigger Google Assistant. And you don't have to feel awkward to say okay Google or get embarrassed in front of your friends if it doesn't get triggered. So let me tell you this once again. It works and it's a must-have feature on every Android phone. On the same note, we have another feature called Squeeze to Silence. Once you have enabled this toggle, you can squeeze the phone to silence a call. This is also super handy to silent calls when the phone is in your pocket. Next we have stereo speakers. Speaker is the most essential hardware on a smartphone for media consumption, and we get 2 front-facing speakers on this phone, and they sound awesome. Here's a small clip. This phone also comes with always on display feature, just like the Samsung phones. You need to enable this toggle to activate it. Once enabled, it will show you the date, time and notification icons on the screen when your phone is sleeping. This feature also comes with double tap to wake feature. Just enable this toggle to activate it. By the way, double tap to wake also works even if you disable always on display. I just had a small doubt if it will work or not, and it works. Next we have lift to wake. If the always on display is not your thing, but you still want to have a quick glance at the time and notifications, you can enable this toggle, and then every time you lift your phone, you will see the screen. Next we have the now playing feature. Ever wondered what's that song your friend is playing or something on a radio? Now you can know with the now playing feature. Once you activate it, the mic on your phone will be on all the time to listen to music. If it hears anything, it will recognize it and display it on the lock screen. Google says it can recognize all the famous songs, and I was really surprised when it recognized a regional Telugu song. So it works and it just feels awesome when it's right. Next we have some additional Wi-Fi settings in the Pixel phones. Like it can automatically turn on the Wi-Fi if it detects any known Wi-Fi connections. It can connect to open Wi-Fi spots using VPN and some more. Next we have universal wallpapers. With the new Pixel phones, Google has also brought in some new live wallpapers. And here are some of them. From far, it might look static, but there is some kind of subtle movement going on, like the birds flying, clouds moving, or the cars driving. Next we have automatic light and dark themes. To make the experience more comfortable, status bar, notification bar and the toggles change colors to black and white depending upon the wallpaper you choose. Here's a quick preview. In Android 8.1 Beta ROM, there's a dedicated dark theme as well. I wish Google brings that feature even in the stable ROM. Next we have night mode. Using our phones at night can affect our sleep because of the blue light emitted by the display. To prevent that, we have the night mode. You can manually enable it from the toggle, or you can even schedule it to turn on automatically at a specific time. Next we have Google support. If you ever run into a problem with your phone where you need assistance, Google provides you support over call and chat. Next we have some handy fingerprint gestures. You can swipe down the fingerprint scanner to bring down the notification bar. You can do it once again to see the toggles. You can swipe up to send it back. It doesn't seem like much, but it's very addictive. Next we have jump to camera. Next we have the jump to camera feature. Once you enable this toggle, we can quickly open the camera app from anywhere. Whether your phone is locked or you're doing anything else, just press the power button twice to quickly open the camera app. By the way, this shortcut is super quick to quickly open the camera app. Next we have the flip camera gesture. Once you enable this toggle, you can flip the phone in the stock camera app to switch between the front and rear cameras. Finally, we have the picture-in-picture mode. This is one of the highlighting features of Oreo. We have already seen a similar implementation from apps like VLC, where we can watch videos in a floating window. It's the same feature, but works for many apps. As of now, it works for YouTube, only if you have YouTube Red subscription. For others, we can check it out in apps like Google Maps, Play Movies, and so on. Just open the app and press the home button to open it in a picture-in-picture mode. Now, those were the best features that you need to know. We still have a lot more cool stuff. Like this phone comes with a USB 3.1 Type-C port, so the transfer speeds are very high. It has an AMOLED display, so the colors pop, viewing angles are great, and the blacks are really blacks. We still have the multi-user support and the guest mode, screen pinning for additional security, and we even have the face unlock feature, just in case if you want to show off to iPhone 10 users. You also get 2 years of warranty, 3 years of software and security updates. Now that's not all. Pixel phones come with a dedicated security chip for improved security for the lock screen, and the cameras are optimized for augmented reality, and it even has Pixel Visual Core, which is disabled as of now. Pixel Visual Core is an octa-core chip specifically designed to assist with photography processing. It allows the Pixel phones to take HDR plus images 5 times faster and consume 1/10 of the energy. We will be able to get our hands on it in Android 8.1 update. So guys, those were all the best features. Now let's look at some important tips and tricks. Google wanted to make the display look as natural as possible, but that's not what we are used to, and for many people, Pixel's displays might look faded. If you are one of them, you can increase the vividness of the screen by enabling this toggle. Once again, for many, it was not sufficient, so Google will roll out another update to improve the display in 8.1 update. This phone has a LED notification light, but it is disabled by default. You can enable it from here. In case you are new to Android, or if you have never heard about it, there's a feature called split screen mode that allows us to use 2 apps side by side, and this is how it looks. As of now, all the apps doesn't support this feature, but there's a trick to make them work. Just go to About, click the build number 7 times to enable developer options, and then go back and open developer options and scroll down and enable force resize activities and restart the phone. Now all the apps will support split screen mode. If you want to display the battery percentage on the status bar, you need to enable this toggle. This is something I really miss on the stock Android, and finally, Google has done something about it. Pixel phones come with something called the Pixel Launcher instead of the regular Google Launcher. And there are some new changes. Like we have a search bar at the bottom. Next we have at a glance information, where it shows the time, weather and calendar events on the home screen. Next, we have the notification dots. Whenever you get a notification, you will see a dot on the top right corner of the app icon. Next, we have the long press actions, just like Apple's Force Touch feature. Once you long press an icon, we have some quick actions, option to dismiss notifications, and we can also check out the widget of that specific app. So guys, once again, as a quick reminder, just search for the settings instead of looking for it. With that said, that's pretty much it for this video guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.